Sea shanties were the work songs of the sea. There were 4 principal types of sea shanties in the days of the clipper ships, days which lasted until steamships came in around 1850. The 4 types were capstan shanties, sung to the steady rhythm of an instrument called the capstan, which was a wheel with spokes which pulled cable. Then there were halyard shanties, which were sung as the men pulled fast or slow on the ropes and sails. In sea language, the halyards and the sheets. And then there were pumping shanties, sung in rhythm to the ship's pumps. And finally, short haul shanties for quicker jobs. Blow the Man Down is the most famous halyard sea shanty of them all. As I was a-walking down Paradise Street, to me way, hey, blow the man down. A pretty young damsel I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down to me. Way, hey, blow the man down. Blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down. Give me some time to blow the man down. She was rounding the counter and bluffing the bow to me. Way, hey, blow the man down. So I took in all sails and cried, away, enough now. Give me some time to blow the man down. I hailed her in English, she answered me clear to me. Way, hey, blow the man down. I'm from the Black Arrow, bound for the Shakespeare. Give me some time to blow the man down. So I tailed her my flipper and took her in tow to me. Way, hey, blow the man down. And yard arm to yard arm, away we did go. Give me some time to blow the man down. But as we were walking, she said unto me, way, hey, blow the man down. There's a spanking full rigger all ready for sea. Give me some time to blow the man down. That spanking full rigger for New York was bound to me. Way, hey, blow the man down. She was very well manned, very well found. Give me some time to blow the man down. But as soon as that packet was clear of the bar, to me, way, hey, blow the man down. The mate knocked me down with the end of the spar. Give me some time to blow the man down. So I give you fair warning before you belay. To me, way, hey, blow the man down. Don't never take heed of what pretty girls say. Give me some time to blow the man down. And the best-known short haul or short drag shanty is a shanty called Haul Away Joe. When I was a little boy, my mother always told me, she said, way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. She said if I did not kiss the girls, my lips would all grow moldy. Way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. King Louis was the king of France before the Revolution. Way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. But the people chopped his head off, which spoiled his constitution. Way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. Once I had a New York girl, but she was fat and lazy. Way, got a Brooklyn girl, she darn near drove me crazy. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Since one of the main causes of the War of 1812 was freedom of the seas, several very fine sea songs have come down to us from that war. The most famous ship in American naval history is the Constitution, is because you can still see it in the Boston harbor, whose great victory over the British vessel, the Guerriere, raised American morale, which was very low at that time, over several reverses on land. Captain Isaac Hull commanded the Constitution, which got the nickname Old Ironsides, when the British cannonballs seemed to bounce off without harm. The Constitution and the Guerriere. It oft-times has been told that the British seamen bold could flog the tars of France so neat and handy, oh, but they never found their match till the Yankees they did catch. Oh, those Yankee boys for fighting are so dandy, oh. The Guerriere, a frigate bold, on the foamy ocean rolled, commanded by proud Dacres the Grandee, oh, with as choice a British crew as a rammer ever drew. They could flog the Frenchmen 2-1 so handy, oh. When this frigate hove in view, says proud Dacres to his crew, come clear the ship for action and be handy, oh. To the weather gauge, boys, get her, and to make his men fight better, gave them to drink gunpowder mixed with brandy, oh. The British shot flew hot, which the Yankees answered not, till they got within the distance they called handy, oh. Now says Hull unto his crew, boys, let's see what we can do. If we take these boasting Britons, we're the dandy, oh. Then the first broadside we poured carried their mainmast by the board, which made this lofty frigate look abandoned, oh. Then Dacre shook his head and to his officers said, Lord, I didn't think those Yankees were so handy, oh. Our second told so well that their fore and mizzen fell, which doused the Royal Ensign neat and handy, oh. By George, says he, we're done, and they fired a lee gun, while the Yankee struck up Yankee Doodle Dandy, oh. Then Dacres came on board to deliver up his sword. Loath was he to part with it, it was so handy, oh. Oh, keep your sword, says Hull, why it only makes you dull. Cheer up, let's have a little bit of brandy, oh. Yes, cheer up, let's have a little bit of brandy, oh. Another American victory at sea in the War of 1812 is commemorated in the Ballad of the Hornet and the Peacock. Ye demos attend, and ye federals too, I'll sing you a song that you all know is true. Concerning the hornet, true stuff I'll be bail, that rumpled the peacock and lowered her tail. Sing hubber, oh bubber, cried old Granny Whale, the hornet can tickle the British bird's tail. Her stings are all sharp and they'll pierce without fail. Success to our Navy, cried old Granny Whale. This bird, it was bred in the land of King George. Her feathers were fine and her tail very large. She spread forth her wings like a ship in full sail, and prided herself in the size of her tail. Sing hobber, oh bobber, cried old Granny Whale, the hornet can tickle the British bird's tail. Her stings are all sharp and they'll pierce without fail. Success to our Navy, cried old Granny Whale. King George then said to America, go, the hornet, the wasp are the British king's foe. Pick them up, my dear birds, spread your wings in the gale, but beware of those insects, cried old Granny Whale. Sing hobber, oh bobber, cried old Granny Whale, the hornet can tickle the British bird's tail. Her stings are all sharp and they'll pierce without fail. Success to our Navy, cried old Granny Whale. Away flew this bird at the word of command. Her flight was directed to freedom's own land. The hornet discovered her wings on the sail, and quickly determined to tickle her tail. Sing hobber, oh bobber, cried old Granny Whale, the hornet can tickle the British bird's tail. Her stings are all sharp and they'll pierce without fail. Success to our Navy, cried old Granny Whale. The peacock, now mortally under her wing, did feel the full force of the hornet's sharp sting. She flattened her crest like a shoal on the whale, sunk down by her side and lowered her tail. Sing hobber, oh bobber, cried old Granny Whale, the hornet can tickle the British bird's tail. Her stings are all sharp and they'll pierce without fail. Success to our Navy, cried old Granny Whale. Success to brave Lawrence, who well knew the nest where the hornet and wasp with honor still rest. We'll send them a force, and with skill I'll be there. We'll humble King George and tickle his tail. Sing hobber, oh bobber, cried old Granny Whale, the hornet can tickle the British bird's tail. Her stings are all sharp and they'll pierce without fail. Success to our Navy, cried old Granny Whale. The tides of the War of 1812 began to shift in favor of the Americans when Commodore Perry achieved a great victory on Lake Erie. As the song Ye Parliaments of England indicates, there was some indication for a while that the United States would capture and keep Canada for itself. Ye Parliaments of England, ye Lords and Commons too, consider well what you're about and what you're going to do. You're now at war with Yankees, and I'm sure you'll rue the day you roused the sons of liberty in North America. You roused the sons of liberty in North America. You first confined our commerce, you said our ships shan't trade, and then impressed our seamen and used them as your slaves. You then insulted Rogers while sailing on the Main, and had we not declared war, you done it o'er again. And had we not declared war, you done it o'er again. You thought our frigates were but few, and Yankees could not fight, until brave Hull your Guerriere took and banished her from sight. You're now at war with Yankees, and I'm sure you'll rue the day you roused the sons of liberty in North America. You roused the sons of liberty in North America. Grant us free trade and commerce, don't you impress our men. Give up all claim to Canada, then we'll make peace again. Then England will respect you and treat you as a friend. Respect our flag and citizens, then all these wars will end. Respect our flag and citizens, then all these wars will end. There was a gentleman once named Samuel Woodworth, who took the tune of a racy ditty entitled Miss Bailey's Ghost and wrote some fine lyrics about the Battle of New Orleans in the War of 1812. He called it The Hunters of Kentucky, subtitled Half Horse, Half Alligator, which was a boast that people from Kentucky used to make about themselves.
Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky.
Ye gentlemen and ladies fair who grace this famous city, just listen if you've time to spare while I rehearse a ditty. And for the opportunity, conceive yourselves quite lucky, for 'tis not often that you see a hunter from Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky.
We are a hardy, free-born race, no man to fear a stranger. Whate'er the game we join in chase, to spoiling time and danger. And if a daring foe annoys, whate'er his strength and forces, we'll show him that Kentucky boys are alligator horses.
Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky.
You've heard, I suppose, how New Orleans is famed for wealth and beauty. There's girls of every hue, it seemed, from snowy white to sooty. So the general, he made his brag, if he in fight was lucky, he'd have the girls in cotton bags in spite of old Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky.
But Jackson, he was wide awake and was not scared at trifles, for well he knew what aim we'd take with our Kentucky rifles. So he led us down to Cypress Swamp, the ground was low and mucky. There stood John Bull in martial pomp, and here was old Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky.
They found at last 'twas vain to fight, where lead was all the booty, and so they wisely took to flight and left us all our beauty. And now if danger e'er annoys, remember what our trade is, just send for us Kentucky boys and we'll protect you ladies.
Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky.
The Cumberland Gap is a pass in the Cumberland Mountains on the border of the states of Kentucky and Tennessee. It lies 45 miles northeast of Knoxville, Tennessee. Many a pioneer traveled through this natural gap in the early days on their way west and back again to the east. We can imagine some of them singing this song to keep their courage up as they went into unknown territory. The Cumberland Gap.
Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. 14 miles to the Cumberland Gap.
The first white man in Cumberland Gap, the first white man in Cumberland Gap. First white man in Cumberland Gap was Dr. Walker, an English chap.
Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. 14 miles to the Cumberland Gap.
Daniel Boone on Pinnacle Rock, Daniel Boone on Pinnacle Rock, Daniel Boone on Pinnacle Rock, shot the Indians with an old flintlock.
Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. 14 miles to the Cumberland Gap.
Cumberland Gap is a mighty fine place, Cumberland Gap is a mighty fine place, Cumberland Gap is a mighty fine place, 3 kinds of water to wash your face.
Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. 14 miles to the Cumberland Gap.
Cumberland Gap with cliffs and rocks, Cumberland Gap with cliffs and rocks, Cumberland Gap with cliffs and rocks, home of the panther, bear, and fox.
Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. 14 miles to the Cumberland Gap.
Got a woman in Cumberland Gap, got a woman in Cumberland Gap, got a woman in Cumberland Gap, she got a boy who calls me Pap.
Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. 14 miles to the Cumberland Gap.
Me and my wife, my old grandpap. Me and my wife, my old grandpap. Me and my wife, my old grandpap. Raise a ruckus in Cumberland Gap.
Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. Lay down, boys, take a little nap. 14 miles to the Cumberland Gap.